first re-release that I had seen, very nostalgic. I was in college at that time, and the colored version of Mughal-E-Azam had come out, and we went to Eros, and they had decorated the whole Eros cinema as a palace. And even the tickets were, I had saved it, I think I've lost it over time, but even the tickets were very beautiful and very nicely done. And it was a beautiful experience watching the whole film in a theatre, colored, remastered, amazing experience. I hope that this trend of re-release continues, because it is something that the exhibitors have a fallback option for. If there are films, obviously not every film will work. We all put a lot of blood, sweat and tears into making the films that we make, but not all of them will work, not all of them will find takers. And if that happens, what do these people who invested so much money in infrastructure and employed so many people, the theaters, what would they do? So this is actually a very good sign that re-release happens for them, and also for the producers, who will also probably invest more in quality, because the shelf life of a film increases. If some films don't do particularly well upon release, they might also have another chance, because the audience is giving that chance to them. It feels like redemption, because the first time that Laila Majnu had come out in 2018, it stayed in the cinemas for exactly 6 days, and in smaller centers like my hometown Jamshedpur for 3 days. My friends had gone on the 3rd day and they didn't have any shows. So it feels like a blessing. It feels divine. I don't know the reasons for the world to act in the way that it has done, for the universe to act in the way that it's done, but I'm not complaining. I'm very happy, and I'm very indebted to the people, to the time that we are living in. The idea of the re-release had actually, of Laila Majnu, had actually come from the people of Kashmir. What had happened is that I had gone for a family get-together, and Avinash chanced to be there as well. I asked him to come for a few days, because he hadn't been to Kashmir ever since we had shot the film. Over there, I saw the response of people. We had a meet and greet, and that is when it struck me that this film has done something for a lot of people in Kashmir, and they were the ones who started this re-release demand. And at that time I thought it's wishful thinking, and as a joke I said, why don't you just tag your cinemas and ask for it. That's what they did, and Avinash had come for 4 days. Then he went back to came back to Bombay, and then 10 days later he had to come to Kashmir again, because there was this re-release thing happening. We were very happy, because at that time in 2018 there weren't any cinema halls in Kashmir, in Srinagar. But so this film hadn't released in its birthplace, and the overwhelming love that it has gathered from the people of Kashmir, we were just so happy to share the love. And finally it did happen. It happened with 3 shows, one each day for the weekend, and the owner was skeptical about how many people would turn out. But in 1.5 hours, his show was booked. In 6 hours, Saturday and Sunday shows were also booked. So then they had to increase the shows, and then they doubled it, and then they tripled it, and it's been 5 weekends already, and it's still running in Srinagar. I was talking to the owner, Mr. Dhar, recently, and he told me that they're still running 3 shows a day of the film. We did one event with the media for this re-release of Laila Majnu in Lido, as you said, PVR. But we had done, I guess, maybe 50 or 100 during 2018 for Laila Majnu. Nobody came to watch the film. And this time that I realized it's actually the people who are driving this film. None of us have that power. No one is God. Um, it's just the people who've pulled this film back into theaters and who are continuing to ride along with the wave. And we just happen to be straws in the wind, you know, just floating and enjoying this flow. So first introspection, obviously, being the director, you kind of have the control of the steering wheel. So you also obviously blame yourself first for if something doesn't go right. But then eventually I also discovered that there might have been many factors for people to come and, more than the money, invest their time and make the effort of traveling to a cinema hall. They need to be assured. And we probably at that time, with our new faces, were not able to get the people to the theaters. And we did all kinds of marketing and stuff to make some noise, but it didn't percolate. So this only over the years, the goodwill that this film has accumulated has resulted into this. I don't think there is any science behind this. It is something that we'll have so many theories, but I guess it'll take us some time to understand the science behind what has happened.